Our next inductee represents the sport of basketball. She graduated from Penn Hills High School and went on to star at the University of Pittsburgh. At Penn Hills, she was the first player in WPIAL history to start on 4 championship teams. She was the MVP in the 1990 PIAA State Championship game and the Dapper Dan Classic, was a consensus all-state performer, and graduated as her school's all-time leading scorer with 1,664 points. She continued to shine on the hardwood at the University of Pittsburgh, where she was a 4-year starter and letter winner, co-captain of the 94-95 squad. She was named 3rd team All-Big East. She graduated in the top 15 all-time at Pitt in scoring, assists, and rebounds, and garnered many individual game and tournament honors. Would you welcome, please, our next inductee, Jenine Joyce Brown.
I'm so grateful and humbled to be here tonight accepting this award. I want to thank the Hall of Fame committee and members and Ralph Jellick for all of his help with this process. I'd also like to congratulate my fellow inductees. It's a bit overwhelming to be recognized with such an accomplished group of people. I have 2 little boys at home, and last week my 4-year-old Hunter started T-ball. First sport, big deal, big deal. That day took me back to my first day of organized sports when my dad, I was probably around 5, took me and signed me up for softball. And ever since then, I've played a team sport. In 4th grade is when I began playing basketball, and actually 2 of my friends from that 4th grade, 5th grade team are here today. I consider myself to be a product of my environment. From that far back, I've been very fortunate. I've always found myself surrounded by very special, dedicated, knowledgeable people who sacrifice a lot of time to contribute to my success. From my parents and family, who taught me to work hard, keep my mouth shut, listen and learn. They devoted countless hours to me and my sister while we were playing. To my coaches, Paul Seneca, who taught me the game and that there was no crying in basketball. He coached a lot of girls. But honestly, he did lay the foundation for my career. Bill Lynn, Kirk Bruce, who further developed me as a player. All my coaches were wonderful people as well as wonderful coaches. To my teammates, I was so lucky to be a part of some tremendously successful teams, surrounded by talented players, my sister Colleen being one of them, and good friends who made me a better player. I always say, and I will always say, that I wasn't by any means a natural. I think I like to think that I played smart. I listened and I worked hard like my parents had taught me. I executed what I was taught by my coaches. I usually was where I was supposed to be when I was supposed to be there doing what I was supposed to do. I had the right people telling me the right things, and with a little athletic ability, I ended up being successful. So we were pretty lucky. I'd like to thank my family and friends who are here tonight. I appreciate you all so much, and I'm glad that you can share this with me. Thank you to my husband Dave for your daily support and your friendship. I'd also like to thank Dr. Regal, who wasn't able to make it tonight. I have to take a minute to acknowledge my grandfather, Zadie, who passed away last month. He was a great and funny guy. He was a huge sports fan. Personally, I mean, he lived Pitt football, Pitt basketball, Steelers, huge fan. Zadie had a knack. He successfully offended my opponents, as well as the majority of my own teammates and their families. He told the coaches how to do their jobs and the referees how to make their calls. So, Dick, I'm sorry that I have to break it to you like this, but you have your work cut out for you now, because Zadie's not here to help you from his TV at home. You seem like you know what you're doing, so you might be okay. But you definitely will be a little worse for the wear. Sorry again about that. Finally, these days, it seems that there's so many distractions and influences on kids out there. I hope that involving my boys in sports will open similar doors and opportunities for success for them like it did for me. So thank you again for this award. I really am honored. Thank you.